Brochure question. Creating a brochure using Microsoft Word. This question asks us to create a brochure. We'll be using Microsoft Word to create that brochure. First of all, open Microsoft Word. Instruction 1 asks that we adjust our margins. Before working on our brochure, the first thing to ensure is that the ruler is showing. To ensure that the ruler shows up, you go to your View tab and tick Ruler. This is very important. The white spacing in our ruler indicates the area in which we can write. As indicated in the question, our brochure covers 2 sheets of paper. Each sheet is separated into 2 columns. So we prepare our paper as how it should be. Page layout, columns 2. Our ruler indicates that our page is separated into 2 columns. As you can see, the white area is separated into 2. That is how it will show up. That is how our text will be displayed as our page is being separated into 2 columns. Ensure that this is done and proceed. The question shows that 2 pages are required, 2 sheets of paper are required to complete our question. So we go ahead and create and insert 2 sheets of paper. We are already on page 1. We keep our hand and enter until a second sheet of paper appears. So now we have 2 pages created. Adjust your page margins, page layout, margins, custom margin, and we adjust our margin by typing in the values 0.3 top, 0.3 bottom. You can type in the values, or you can use the arrows to change the values of the margins. Once that is done, click OK and our margins has been set. Portrait. Portrait will indicate the landscape of the paper. Orientation, portrait. Once that is done, our page is set, our margins is set, our layout is set. We have our 2 sheets of paper inserted as what we should. Then we proceed to inserting information into our brochure. Okay? We proceed to inserting information into our brochure. The information for page 1 goes into the second column of the first sheet of paper. So we proceed to insert our information. Ensure that all instructions are observed. Page 1 goes into the second column on our first sheet of paper. We proceed by following the instructions we carry out our typing, we carry out the insertion of the information. Grenada's spices, size 60, diagonal. So our word art, we rotate our word art diagonally. Rotate diagonally. Next off, our instruction asks that we insert picture of spices. To get that picture, we can go to the internet and find picture of spices. Open our web browser and we Google search spices. That's one way, one search that we can use to find our pictures. Spices. Open and select an appropriate picture. So here we have the picture that we like to use. Open, right clicked on the picture and you copy. Go back to your brochure and you will click on paste special, and you selecting the option bitmap, device independent bitmap. Once your bitmap is selected, click on OK to have your picture inserted into your brochure. Text wrapping is changed in front of text. This allows easy manipulation of our pictures. The next off, we change our size. We specify the size of our picture. We click on the picture, then you go to your Format tab. Click on the picture to highlight. Go to your Format tab. In the Format tab, we have the option, the size section, we have the option by opening the size or the layout dialog box, we'll have the option to change the size of our picture. Typing the height of the picture, and we can typing the width of the picture. Once the appropriate values are entered, then you click OK and your picture will be adjusted to the size. And there you have it. That is the size of the picture. You continue following the instructions from the question paper and insert into your brochure. Insert the information into the creation of your brochure. Follow through the instructions. As you can see, the text cinnamon, nutmeg, and clove was inserted as what is indicated from our question paper. And that brings us to the end of page 1. We then proceed to page 2. Page 2 will be the location of page 2 for our brochure will be the first column on our second sheet of paper or our second page. The first column of the second page is where the information for page 2 will go. We proceed and enter the information of page 2 in the appropriate location. Nutmeg is formatted. Format should be green, bold, and size 48. So the word is highlighted. We adjust our font size 48, bold, and our font is adjusted to green. From the brochure, a picture will have to be inserted, followed by some text. Picture will be inserted, followed by some text. Again, to find your picture, you can go to the internet and do a Google search of the image that you would like to find. Select the picture, right click, copy, go to your brochure, and we are using our paste special option, paste special, bitmap, and we have our picture inserted. Format text wrapping as in front of text, which allows for easy manipulation or easy movement of our pictures. Then we go to our format tab and adjust the size of the picture. Adjust the size, the height, and the width of the picture. So as you can see, nutmeg, we have our picture. Then we proceed to typing the required information for nutmeg in the first column of page 2. Ensure that your font size is adjusted. Calibri, font size 24. Then you proceed. Type the information. Keep an eye out for to make grammatical corrections, capitalization errors, spelling errors. The information for page 2 has been typed. Then proceed to page 3. The information, page 3 is located on the second column of the second page. Proceed and enter the information for page 3 in the second column on the second page of your brochure creation. Cinnamon, size 48, brown. That is the the formatting for the title of page 3, cinnamon. Then proceed, insert your picture, and information for page 3 has been inserted. After inserting the information for page 3, proceed to page 4. The information for page 4 is located at the first column in your first page. So you go to your first page, and in the first column is where the information for page 4 should be inserted as indicated in your brochure question. Proceed and enter the information for page 4 in the appropriate location. Clove, size 48, bold, color purple. Once that information has been inserted, that takes us to the end of the insertion of information into your brochure. Information has been placed in every column for the 2 sheets of paper. Lastly, in your brochure question, the last bit of information asks to insert a footer with name and date. Proceed, insert your footer with the name and date. Please ensure that all instructions on your brochure question is followed. Name and date. Once that has been entered, this takes us to the end of our brochure question. As you can see, our brochure has been created following the instructions given in our brochure question. This is an overview of how our brochure looks. Part C, save as brochure. Go to File, Save As. Locate your flash drive. Brochure question should be saved in question 4 folder. You go to question 4, brochure, and you click on save. Part D asks to print the brochure. So we will save our brochure as brochure print. At the end of our exam, we come back and print our brochure.